I'm sitting here fondling with this phone, trying to hurry up and get this message while it's fresh and hot in my spirit right now to share it with you all as I digest it. And me trying to get this phone set up, I'm about to lose what I'm even thinking. That's how easy, if we don't catch things, we get distracted. That's a good topic to discuss as well. But that's not why I'm recording this to give it to you as I'm getting it. It's just more to confirm. Hatchet, go back and lay down, please. Go on now. Go on now. This is my quiet time. Please, this is my quiet time. Thank you. And you know you don't do that in my room, mister. Bye. Bye. Now. Thank you. See how the distractions come? If we don't know how to control those distractions, whether it takes us there, we go follow that distraction, we better know how to pick it back up. Oh, Father, you give nuggets right when you're not even headed that way, thinking that way. All right, I hear you, because God was letting me know, please follow me. I'm discussing my spiritual conversation with you all, like you all are in the midst as well. So please go with the flow as it flows from me. Let's be all on one beat. Let's, if you resonate or you don't, or it'll marinate. One man plant a seed, another man water, but it's God that gives the increase. So if you do take time to listen, you may get seeds dropped, watered, or increased within your spirit. But what God was just sharing me regarding letting distractions pull you away from where God was directing you, or you were going in another way, following your spirit, your heart, your intuition. Okay, to do certain things for certain results to come out, please, Father, don't let me forget the original reason I picked up this recorder, because if you allow me to lose it, then it's not time to share it. It's time for me to get it and marinate in it first. But when God, a couple of videos back, God told me that things that I did in the past as under the cloak of righteousness, peacekeeper, love, and things, which is nothing wrong with it, because if we don't have that foundation, you are in another. You. God bless you, and I pray you pray God bless me too. But one of the things I did to keep the flow running smoothly and peacefully, and the atmosphere staying in a harmonious atmosphere, I laid my life down a lot. But now God just now showing me how to pick it back up. Because back then I may not have picked it up. Or if I did pick it back up, I didn't pick it back up in the season that I should have picked it up. Oh, wow. And I could see it so clear. Certain situations I was involved in, whether it was business, love, family, I could see so much of myself of where I laid my life down to keep peace, but I didn't pick, it's not that I didn't pick it back up. Now God fine tuning that scope. He scoping it in closer and closer to show me more and more of where I come from and where I'm going. Okay. It's not that I didn't pick it back up. Because like we know, we can lay our lives down, which so many of us are doing, but we're not picking it back up. Or if we are picking it back up, a lot of us are picking it up out of sync. We're not in the beat, the harmony. So it's like we got to go through that class again, because God gonna have us walking and moving and flowing in that same beat, that same rhythm. No matter, I don't know what your rhythm is. You don't know what mine is, but God knows what yours is, and God knows what mine is. And for it to flow in a good rhythm, that God created you to be in the same universe, the same song, different tune, different whatever, but we in that beat of God flow. So if we got, because like we've learned, and a lot of us doing it and not even knowing that's what we're doing, but we're laying our life down in order to keep peace and harmony and love, not only for that other person or other problem situation, but for you laid it down and kept peace. But God now is fine tuning that thing to teach us or teach me. It's not that I didn't pick it back up. It's that cause I'm knowing I'm following God. So I know the right thing to do is pick it back up. But we might stay too long in circumstances that take us away from the beat and harmony of God. We started out doing certain things for certain reasons, but now we're getting out of sync of where our spirit is in oneness with God, with the Creator, with the Most High, whomever is your higher power, Most High of all things, in the earth, out, above, beneath, and all that's within it, the fullness thereof belong to the Creator, my God. So call it what you want, but when we move out of sync, that's what's kind of been holding a lot of us back, or not having the flow of our lives flowing in joy and love and peace. Yes, life brings stupid stuff, but when life brought us stupid stuff, and I'm believing it's in the old dispensation. It's in the old parts of humanity, because God is escaping us away from the old things that we used to do in that old part of humanity. Humanity, if we on God's thing, it's not like it was, and it's never going to be. But when we on God's team, we're getting ready to see how to do the same thing, but we're on a different, we're not doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing, but we're not doing the same thing. Because before, using the example of laying our lives down, we didn't pick it up, or either we picked it up too late, because God is elevating humanity to the point where once we get pulled away from distractions, it's going to be something within you to keep you in the beat of God, because now God himself is here. It's not that, oh man, this is awesome, but Father, I don't want to go any further in this. So I'm going to leave that topic alone and let people take it from there on their own. But the original reason, okay, Father, let me bring myself back to the core, back to the center, back to where I felt this is where you were taking me. And the Spirit, you just took me somewhere else. So can we get back to where I was in oneness with where I thought you was? So, okay, let's see if we want to talk about it, because right now I'm telling you, my mind is like, what did I do? Okay. Whoo, Father, come on, let's do this, because I know it was something. Ooh, please, I hear it in my spirit. Please let it come to my mind right now, because, oh boy, it was so beautiful in my spirit. Yes, I'm getting ready to be vulnerable right now. Transparent, everything, because this is what I do in the privacy of my own home, between me and my God. And a lot of things God don't tell us what's wrong. And here we go. Thank you, Father. I praise you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He will bring it back to your remembrance. I'm telling you, when we're on that same beat, that same rhythm, you walking as God. Wow, wow. These are things that we've been doing, but now we finna do it on a continuous, constant lifestyle basis. This ain't no, we finna walk in the fullness. It's like by God himself being here in our midst, it's like we truly, if we're cooperating, we're truly walking God's, man. Because I'm telling you, it's like, what was I doing before this? My goodness, wasn't I doing it as daily thing? From what compared to where I have come from to where I am now, and I could have been a month ago or something. It's like, my gosh, it's a major difference. I'm telling you. So back to the topic of some people think things are wrong because society or because religion or because other folks' opinions about things. So it comes wrong to you. So then if it's not wrong to you, a person could have been doing things for behind in the closet. That's where that in the closet stuff come, that doing what you're doing and nobody know you're doing, it turns out to be warpish, like sort of warped. If it keeps going on and on, it turns into something warped. Meaning the presence of God is not there point blank, and you kind of on your own. You done made your bed, now you got to lay in it type thing. And we could always go back where we just left God, or God just let us go on do our own thing. And sooner or later, if we God on God team, we gonna get back to God. But we done passed that level to where all that stupid stuff that should be waning or whatever it's calling out of our lives. Humanity has graduated from one dispensation all the way into a brand new era or whatever it's called, because the mindset of God's people, by God being here personally, you should have by now already done did it. Your mind already should have been done. If you're not cooperating with something that done been telling you, you live in warpish. It's warped. It's warped, and there are no good consequences until we be brave enough, until we put our foot down, and because stuff get worse and worse. But and you can't not hear, because it will irritate you when you sleep, when and I don't know if that's the consequences of a reprobate mind, to the point God didn't leave a person alone or a situation alone. It's that person or that whatever situation going on just didn't give a damn about what they know is leading them in a different direction. And it'll get to the point where that's the definition of a reprobate mind. And that is, it's not that God left you, it's that you left God. To have a reprobate mind, that's something that a person decided, and it got worse and worse, and their ear got duller and duller till they just didn't hear no more. And by now, like I said, if we're on God's team, that means if you're in that situation, if a person is in that situation, that means you might be left. This probably hook up to Christianity rapture. Who knows what the rapture? We've been taught about it in a natural type description, but when it's really spiritual, This could be a definition of what the rapture is. Are you fully engulfed with God? I ain't say perfect. I ain't say this human vessel is perfect. But my God ain't finna play with us. He know that. But you can have a perfect attitude about this whole thing. It's a perfect oneness. And back to my example. Ooh, Father. Back to the example of me being very transparent. I really never smoked marijuana. Or whatever it's called. I never, that wasn't my choice. I was a speed runner. So I ain't ashamed of that either, but that ain't the topic. So here in where I live, this is so funny. Here where I live, it's a small town in Virginia. And within this small town, I just found out about a month ago, they got about 5 smoke shops. And this town ain't 2,000 people strong. One red light, and it's like, it's 5 smoke shops. And then I had to add to that. I say, and I guarantee you, the majority of those customers probably seniors. Man, okay, I'll leave that alone. But anyway, I got introduced to weed. And here it's legal. In Florida, you can't do what you could do here in Virginia. And it's a legal thing. And I only hang around seniors. So that's who introduced it to me. So I went on and accepted it. I say, okay, Father, I'm going to take it because they gave it. It's more blessed to give than to receive. And I don't know what direction God is taking this thing. So I'm going with the flow. And I accepted it. I appreciated it. Was thankful for it and everything. But me and this is where the video is starting. God had me on the topic of fire. I'm telling you, I've been in my spirit. I've been going to grade to higher class, next class, first, second, third grade of fire. I have never had so much knowledge of what God is showing me right now regarding fire. And I'm not talking about a physical fire, because I know the Spirit of God is not limited to even a physical fire, because God did show me his hand in the fire. I saw a vivid in living color of a mass fire just sitting back, and all I saw was something was in there, and I know what it was, because what was being burnt down had nothing to do with God, but different subject many years ago. But the knowledge that I'm learning now about fire and what God showed me deeper to right now when I picked up the camera was that the fire in the soul. We're talking about the fire that's in everybody's soul. We have to control that fire that's within our souls. And that fire could be anything, everything, whatever thing. The soul just need to be keen, and that's a continuous. We die daily. But anyway, what God just has showed me was that I'm in my privacy. I only smoke weed in my home basically before I go to closing up the day. But right now it's early. It's about 3:00 in the afternoon. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. And that's early for me to be smoking weed, because I would really only pull it when it's time for me to retire for the day, when it's time to go to bed. And so it really didn't matter how many pulls I took, because I know I was basically going to bed. I was going to let it put me to sleep. And my tolerance is very low on weed, is very low. So 2 pulls is my limit. And that's what God showed me today. To control the fire in my soul. Because it's like the fire of the weed, the hold of the weed kind of had on me. It was starting a pattern. Because I could, what if I had started smoking like that in public during the day with company or with somebody and I know how weed would get me. I don't like who I am under the influence of that. Because I'll go to acting silly. I'll go to eating like I don't know what. I'll go, and then after I done ate and act silly, I'm going to fall out with no control, acting like a zombie. You know, who would do that? For one, I know I'm finished, do what I do and go to bed. I don't really stay up and experience my goofy eating like a pig self, and not saying I'm perfect, because yes, I have done it here and there since I've been introduced. I done been doing what I'm doing probably for about, I could say about 6 months. Yeah, I done had, it's all right. But I saw what that fire in my soul, personally transparent in my soul, was doing. It was making me, during a time, knowing that that's out of my character. So am I going to obey the weed, or am I going to obey my spirit? Am I going to be the one to control this fire of that smoking, pulling weed smoke? Or am I going to be the one to control the fire of my soul? And I made the choice, agreeing with God, because God was using that as an example of what I was getting ready to decide. And I'll show you. I took 2 pulls. This is how I roll. I took 2 pulls off of that and put it out. Normally, what it was trying to have me do was smoke it halfway. I probably took on and I pull light because I ain't pulling that heavy. Oh no. I may take 4 pulls or 5 pulls, very light. I ain't finna pull. Oh no, I ain't no. Oh no, honey. But I don't care if it's about time to go to bed or whatever. I'm a light smoker. I'm a light. I like light. I don't like that strong, harsh. But back to the moderation. It's more about moderation. That's what it basically is, Father. God is helping us. And here go what the plot God told me, what the moral of the story is. What a lot of us is doing behind closed doors. And I'm not smoking because I know it's illegal or it's offensive to other people. I just do it because that's me, and that's me. I don't know nobody that close to be smoking with and being all smoking together. I don't know nobody that well to be doing all of that. But so it's just how it is. I smoke by myself and drink by myself and whatever else by myself. But a lot of us may be doing things by ourselves because we don't want to look a certain way, act a certain way, or have nobody think about us a certain way. So we pretend, or we're not being authentic. So we keep it hid. And that's a whole different thing. That's two total different things. That's 2 total different things. But God is letting us know a lot of us do it, and it's not even wrong. Why are you acting like what you're doing is being offensive, is being like you sinning? Or is your conscience, when you're in private thinking you hiding, does your conscience convict you? Now, if somebody conscience convict you, they're the ones that situations is going to get worse and worse. And I pray to God that you never turn into a reprobate where you just don't hear God anymore. And it ain't that God took his hands off of you. You took your hands off of God. And who knows if you in that situation. I pray to God that's not the definition of rapture, because humanity is on a whole nother drum beat. It's on, he done amped up the pace of the, because why? Because he's here now, and things finna be cleaned up, tightened up. What ain't, it's got to go, burnt up, everything else, whether that's personal, physical. But right now he dealing with me on my personal soul. I had a fire getting ready to start, because God will let you know things before it happens. If we're in the same drum beat, same pattern, same rhythm or whatever, God will show you way before it even get to you. You know, and a lot of things start, and there ain't no lot of things. Life starts spiritually before it hits the physical. With the reason a lot of things hit physically is because we didn't catch it in the spirit. You know, these are promises of God. I walk by faith, Father. I'll see that enemy way far off. I don't care. No sudden destruction shall come upon us. These are promises. And we got to put God, try God and test God and know. You know, it's hard to walk by faith when you don't know God. I ain't talking about know of him. I'm talking about know him as one. Know his ways. It's time out for knowing God's character. God is more so getting, come on, Father, this is coming out. God is more so getting us to the point, all that character stuff, by now, you either with it or you're not. And now God trying to get us into his ways. God getting ready to show us his ways. God opened the Red Sea. God flooded the earth. God getting ready to show his character, his ways. We know God character. We know God walk in love. We know God is peace. We know God is joy. That's character of God. But now God is getting ready to show off his ways to humanity. And I hope it's not, because it's a big division. It's a big division. Oh, Father, I'm going to get off this subject. It's a big division, man. I hope that ain't the definition of what rapture is. Come on now. Don't be left. Get on it. Stop it. It ain't nothing. You don't love nothing that much. You ain't scared of nothing that much. You're not. And not if you standing in the power of God. So whatever is bigger than your God in your life, brother, sister, who? Wow. Wow. But back to the video. Moderation. A lot of us may be doing things behind closed doors because we don't want to offend nobody, or we don't want nobody to have a certain opinion of us. But if you being true to your own spirit, why are you ashamed of what you do? For one, who gonna do something they're ashamed of? That's totally against. See, that's why I'm saying all that character stuff. Grow up, man. Grow up. There ain't nobody still there. Not even a baby in Christ still there. I'm talking religion or Christianity or whatever, but I'm talking about life, period. It ain't no cover on what religion. No, this is humanity. A person know right from wrong from their heart. And God will teach you more. That's if we want to learn. Wow, my gosh. But yeah. So yeah. Why are you ashamed of what you choose to do? What may be wrong for one person isn't wrong for you. You ain't learned that yet? You are in control of your own soul, and or is that your God? If that's your God and you doing what you're doing for a reason, then It's a lot of things that need to be cleared out, cleaned up. So I pray you're not left. Change the subject. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share, that the fire, God been showing me about fire, and there's a fire right there on TV. But the fire is like, we got to know how to control the fire of our souls. And God is going straight to the point. Those who are not paying attention, I hope it's not a physical fire or nothing. I pray, but God is cleaning up the spirit, cleaning up his house, because God is here and he gonna clean house. Whatever is not like God within your own personal body and you on God's team, he finna clean up that spirit, that soul, that fire in your soul. I don't care if it's alcohol. I don't care if it's something you smoke through a pipe, smoke in a leaf, or shoot through a needle, or pills, or food. What else can be? Everything can be a habit. Anything, masturbation or jacking or whatever it's called. Come on, we're adults. So yeah, that whatever is a fire in our souls. Ain't no definition, because everybody different at different places, different timelines. Who knows? Different grades, different levels. So, but all I know is if you on God's team and you got fires in your soul, and I say fires because God been teaching me about fires for a long time, so for a good while. And yes, fires, because we human. Ain't nobody perfect. So don't be ashamed of what's right for you and may be wrong for somebody else, but don't let it turn into a fire. Don't let it be a fire that's controlling you and you're not controlling it. And back to the moral of the story is, well, not moral, but I put this out and obeyed the spirit that was within me stronger. He who is in you is stronger than he who is in the world. I took 2 pulls because I know that's my limit. 2 pulls. And the only reason I may take 4 and 5 pulls is because I know I'm getting ready to go to bed. But if I'd have kept it up, what God was showing me, if I would have kept that same thing up, doing it because I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'd have probably did the same thing if I had company, or if I was smoking whatever with somebody or something. I'd have did the same thing, took 4 or 5 pulls. And I know the consequences of that. Again, silly, stupid. Again, eating like crazy, sleeping like crazy, just not who I would choose to be. There's a limit, a moderation level to everything. My 2 pills give me just enough comic in my life, laughing like crazy, and still in control. Eat what I want to eat, when I want to eat, still in control. Sleep when I want to sleep, what time, whatever, still in control. Not taking 4 or 5 pulls and it just done took all control over me. I don't walk the same, talk the same. I'm totally under the control. And that is not where God, no. Who controlling who? What's controlling what? So yeah, God showed me that pattern I was beginning to get comfortable with. And he showed me way before it happened. You look what you started. Don't start nothing you can't finish. I said that myself. God didn't tell me that. I'm speaking as God. Don't start nothing you can't finish. Because God don't plan on you finishing it. I just hope no, ain't nobody. We ain't even on that. When we see that something done took control of us, we done graduated to the point where we control it. It don't control us. It either get in moderation level or get the hell up out my life. And that's the attitude of God's people. I don't care if it's an object, a person, or whatever. If anything try to take that throne of God in your life, which is a consuming fire, That's the fire I want to consume, fully complete, of this vessel. And anything that tries to take that throne, the attitude of God's people, we ain't playing with you too long. You either gonna get in line, get in beat, get in the rhythm, or get the hell up out of here. Person, object, mineral, whatever. Plant, animal, mineral, whatever. Point blank. Wow, what's with the camera looking blurry as I don't know what? Am I still recording? I don't know. But everybody have a blessed day.